Recording. There we go. Hi everybody, we're just going to share a little bit. We will be online soon, so just hang on with us for like a few minutes and hang on with us for like a few minutes and there you go. It repeated myself. I apologise for that, but anyway, I keep forgetting to turn that off because I listen to other streams and art streams and all that fun stuff. So anywho, as I was saying, we are just going to share around a little bit and then we will be literally with everybody as soon as possible. Because we are doing another study session today. So this is going to be quite fun, hopefully. Oh, haven't put... Hold on, yeah. Ooh. Sorry, just had like things flying in my face there. That was fun. Right, another study session is coming up, people. So yeah, we're doing a second part of the study session because I felt like, even though we did quite a bit, I feel like I haven't really done enough to understand it properly. So this is sort of like part 2 of the study session. But hopefully, if you are watching from Facebook and that, please feel free to jump on Twitch. Obviously, we're trying to hit affiliate as soon as possible. So, you know, if you can help, that'd be great. And if you want to spread the words of VTLS, you can on obviously the stream. So let me just share a little bit more, and then we'll get started on the second part of the study. So we want to focus a little bit more on a couple of legs ones again, and then maybe go back to the arms, and maybe do a tiny study session. I'm probably going to be here for an hour or two, I would say. And then I want to get busy actually doing my book. So the only reason I'm not doing it online today is because I've obviously done a bit too much of it on not the last stream, but the 2 streams before. So I don't want to do spoilers, obviously. Ah, good. It is doing some of my commands now, but obviously I'm going to need to have a look why it's not doing some of it. That's fair enough. That's fine. I'm happy with that. And we'll probably go spread the word with a couple friends, and then we will get literally full study. This is another chill stream, obviously. And if you want to join me on the study, I do have a Discord. All you have to do is put the explanation mark, right, Discord, and it will come up with the, obviously, the study on, like, the chat, and then you, I believe it's on the Twitch chat side. You can actually do a study with me if you wish, and do alongside me, and then we might have a look at your progress if we want to. Oh, that's YouTube. Why have I done that? Oh, God, I'm derpy. Sorry. I just copied and pasted the wrong thing because I was concentrated on... That's the one I wanted to do, really. There we go. You herpaderp. James, how are you all doing, by the way? Hope you're doing well today, guys. Yes, I was going to go into the other chats, weren't I? Joining me, people. Joining me for a chat. We won't die on Taco Gods because that's probably getting on their nerves by now. There we go. How are you all doing today? Hope you are doing all well so far. And if you are watching from Facebook, for some reason my chat won't... Oh, that reminds me. I need to slam the Twitch link on there. Because, yeah, it hasn't done it. Like a herpaderp. Join me here. There we go. And let's see, where are you guys watching from? We've got 1 Twitch and 1 YouTube. Hello there, peeps. Close that. And then we'll minimize that for now. And then we'll get on with the study today. Or the yesterday's study. So yeah, I made the legs a little bit smaller because I made them a bit too big so I couldn't study anything else properly. So I think the one we are going for, if I jump on Sketchlight, is... That one's a bit too... Yeah, I think that one might be worth a study. Actually, we'll do the top one first because as much as I want to do them both, well, actually, we'll do both of them today, but do the top one first, methinks. And like I say, guys, you could study with me, so feel free to do it. Right, what we're also going to do is the smart thing. If we can get the lay with the leg studies, there we go. Make that appear. Make sure it's the right layer again. Brilliant. We're going to move this along nearish to me a little bit. I'll say probably there. And then put it right above that. And then we're going to move the study right down here. so we can study it from above. And I know it sounds a bit rude, but you know, hey ho. There we go. And now we get the sketch layer, and then we can start sketching the shapes, and then start trying to understand the foreshortenings and stuff like that. So I want to look at the anatomy of this first and see if it is a foreshortening. Not really. So yeah, we'll actually do this one instead, because that's what I really want to study, is all the foreshortening stuff. So we will move that layer. So we need to move it somewhere where we can actually see it. So what we'll do is we'll cover this one, then we can actually have a good look at it while we can sketch it. So there we go. Now we get to the sketch layer. So we're going to do one study to try and get it accurate as possible to that. And then afterwards, I'll do my own version in my own style, just to see if I actually understood it correctly. So obviously, first things first, we're going to break this down into actual shapes that I can see. See, the most important thing is break it down to shapes first, then draw what you see. Because then you should be able to learn with both things at the same time. So, and we're going to have to create a new layer above this layer, new raster layer. So, should not. Ah, that's why, because I created a new layer on the wrong bit. Going up above, there we go. And that's a little too thick. We want it just small enough so we can actually start sketching what we can see. So we're going to break this down into different shapes. So we got this knee here, which that's the shape of the whole knee. And then you got the bottom part of the leg, which makes this sort of odd shape like that. Hello, Andrew. How you been, mate? We're doing a top part 2 of this study session today. Good afternoon. How you been? We're going to do like an hour or two study today. And we're going to continue with the legs where we left off last time. Just got home from another birthday party. Oh, Jesus. It's been a month of birthdays for you, hasn't it? Now, this actually has some shapes going on here as well, which is good to know. And then obviously you got like the semicircle there. So hopefully, now we go back to the sketch layer. Right, let's put this right at the bottom now, because we don't really need that anymore. And as for going back up, we'll go back to sketch. There we go. And by the way, guys, feel free to check out my manga series. Obviously, Vamp the Lost Soul on Amazon. Now, hopefully... Oh, my mum and her twin's birthday party. Oh, your mum's a twin. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, anyways, back to the shameless advertising. Yes, I know, I'm shameless, aren't I? But if you want to check out my manga series, it's Vamp the Lost Soul. And all you have to do now, I think I have fixed the bot. I'm going to actually just try it for a second. But all you have to do is type this, and then it will lead you to the Amazon link now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will. So Andrew can tell me if it is or not. Because at the moment, it is only on Amazon at the moment. Luckily, with this leg, the shapes are very simple. So as you can see here, it's just that, and then... Which is a bit weird. Actually, it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Just realise how weird that looks. So we got that. And obviously where the ankles start. Where the... Sorry. Got to jump back on that layer. So we want to measure that. And then where the bicep starts is there. Where the fold ends. So obviously if we break up into more shapes. Sort of like that. Anyways, did your birthday party go well, Andrew, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Sorry, my brain's just like trying to figure out something here. Yeah, so if we do that, and obviously... Yeah, got really full. We had sushi. A lot of sushi, I'm assuming? Yeah, and then just sort of... Starts about like halfway out that circle there. Yeah, so I'm glad you had a lot of fun. But by the way, guys, like I say, please check out all my social medias. Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. Sorry, Devia Art, which I think I haven't put that command in yet. That's probably why it has a hissy fit. YouTube. I haven't put Mixer in yet, obviously, because Devia's not that important. But just search Vamp the Lost Soul on most social medias. I should be on most of them. If I'm not on there, maybe put in a request for me to be on there, and I might do it for you. So, you never know. Might do, might not. Now, where that ankle starts, it's just about where that... Just looking at that gap there. So... Yeah, because where that curve starts, it's literally where it ends. So it's about like there. It's quite bulged out, actually, looking at that. And then you've got the... Tomorrow is going to be a buffet for my mum's party, so I got another food baby. Oh my god. How many parties are you going to, dude? It's like Party Central over there. And then... Yeah. And then just sort of... And then just sort of like that. Yeah, I guess my family members are Germanized. Fair enough. Just one big party animal, eh? Sounds like it. Sound like a bunch of party animals. Okay, so now what we've drawn all up my template. So we don't need the template above any... Oh. Whoops. So what we're going to do is rub that out. Because I was being an absolute numpty. Drag this layer down to the sketch layer. And then right click it and then merge with layer below. There we go. So now we're going to draw what we see. Hello, Light. How you been? Damn, I wish I had one of these skills. Oh, had these skills. But yeah, well, at the end of the day, dude, it takes practice and time. So with practice and time, you can do it. And how are you, by the way? Lightning bolt. Ah, right. Yes. Well, now I've pretty much got it. Lightning. Yeah, now I got it. Sorry, it's just your username with numbers. I was like, can I read that? Oh, it's my dyslexic brain. I confused myself. Not that hard to do. Right, so if we can get that leg near. So what we're going to do, actually, is put the sketch layer above. And then move the layer below. Like that. There we go. So now we can actually study it in detail. So me trying to skip back and forth. Right, where's... Oh, the sketch layer's above now, isn't it? Derp. I herpaderped. Right, so now we got to do is just see what I see. Draw and see. So how you been doing, man? Hope you've been doing well so far, by the way. And by the way, I better watch this from my Twitch, just in case I get raided. So I don't go, oh, hello, people. I didn't see you there. I swear. Oh, sorry. Had to use numbers or else. Oh, fair enough. So do you draw yourself? Or do you wish to draw? But you can join me in this study session. I do have a Discord, by the way. So if you want to jump on that, it's under the live stream chat. I've got a blank. So if you... yeah. So if you want to join in, just jump in my Discord link. I'm going to give it to you now. And then you can show me your progress. And we can show it to everyone when we're near the end of the stream. So there we go. Should be able to come up with it. There you go. Yes, the command works. Woohoo! Pop fist. That is awesome. So now, let's see. We're going to break this down into smaller shapes now. So that's got like that sort of feel to it. And then just sort of break it down into like sort of shapes you can see. Just breaking them down with the line art. Like so. So we can actually break down This leg is well muscly. It's like beefcake levels of muscly. Can I just say? Talking about beefcakes. And then just sort of get those muscles in. And then just get that. There we go. So we get all the shapes in. But yeah, I hope you're doing all well today, guys. And thank you for coming on the stream. Just check Facebook just in case someone commented. No, that's good. Just making sure, like, I'm trying to, like, jump between things now. But anyways, what you up to right now, Lightning, if you don't mind me asking? I don't draw at all, but this insane skill, I actually never saw people working in Photoshop. This is Clip Studio, so it's more specialised in illustration. Even though I do use Photoshop for my manga series, like I kind of use Photoshop for a few things and then Clip Studio for another, but I could transfer the file and draw about. But this is just more study, so I can learn from it, basically, and actually become a better artist. Yes, I am trying to become better. That is fact. So, right, let's use this study to actually draw what I'm seeing right now and actually clean up line work. So, we'll get rid of that. And then just sort of, like I say, draw what I'm seeing, essentially. And make sure everything connects nicely. Like that. And then you got that, obviously, that one line on its own. Like that. So what are you doing at the moment? Do you write stories, or do you like have any other hobbies, gaming, favorite games, stuff like that? Right, let's try and actually look from what this study is showing me. And then you've got this muscle here. And then this obviously showing stuff there. So what we do is we'll work from the top leg and then work my way down. So that's what we really want to do. Well, we're not, right, just supporting other streams. Oh, thanks, man. By the way, like I say, shameless plug, feel free to share this stream and all my other social medias, which is like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all under Vamp the Lost Soul, except for Davita Art, because I misspelled Lost with the R, with T with an R, which is Lolza now, which is really weird. But that was my dyslexic brain kicking in at the time when I was younger. But, yeah, feel free to share with your friends and that. The more people, the more merrier. We can have a party in here. Let's get this party started. Well, thank you for supporting me, man. I do appreciate it. Right, so now, like I say, we're going to draw what we see. And then we just break down the shapes completely. Like so. And then just get those like so. There we go. Not another party. Yes, we need another party. We need more parties, Andrew. The tea cult commands it. I mean the tea club. We're not a cult, I swear. I swear we're not a cult. Please don't report us. I'm only joking. There we go. And look at that. That line work's already like sort of worked its way out for me. Which is really good. And then we get that sort of like knee here. And then the line work here. And then the line work going upwards. And then we can actually get rid of this. And then... So as you can see, it's working upwards. Damn, keep hydrated. Yeah. Damn right. Seriously, like, you do not know why... Alright, I need this. Sometimes when you talk a lot, your throat just gets really dry quickly. So, you kind of need it just to keep going on its own. So as you can see here, this is a bit too small, the shape. So we need to just make that a little bit more carvy. We need a bit more meat on this beefcake leg. God, that is one beefy leg, I'll tell you. And then just sort of... like that. And then obviously we're going to make that a little bit smaller because obviously I've over-exaggerated that size, haven't I? And this is why you do the shapes first and then break it down a lot. Break it down, then build it back up. So you can actually learn from your mistakes when you do it. But yeah, there you go. Little trick you learn as an artist. And draw from life is also a good skill to learn. And then as you can see, I put that hill a little too high. So the hill should look like that. So with little edits, you can actually mimic what you're drawing. And then actually learn from it as you go. So as long as you're not just copying it for the sake of copying it. And actually trying to learn something from it. You can actually grow as an artist. Like, I'm not joking. There is so much you can learn from studying stuff like this. It's mental. But yeah, there you go. And then just sort of see where the shading is. Yeah, the some commands are not existing. I just noticed that. Naughty commands, bad commands. There we go. And now, as you can see, now it's starting to look like exactly the drawing that I'm looking at. Or almost exactly the same. And then just shadow it where it's shadowing as well. With the lines where the lines are. Is come. Joe, I haven't shaded like this in such a long time. Normally I do like the whole deep black shading thing. So if I show you what my example by works lightning, you'll see what I mean. You still around, by the way, buddy? Hold on. I'll show you examples of my work. What would be the best examples that I can show you? No, Project Vamp the Lost Soul. Concept art. I tell you what will be actually the best ones. Where are you? Concept art, VTLS concept art. There we go. And group. And we'll get up the promo poster for Volume 3. So I can show you examples. But there you go. That's like examples of what shading I do normally. So very dark comic book style / Hellsing. So, but sometimes it is good to practice other ways of doing it. So you basically, you can actually get used to sort of like that. And then just sort of. There we go. And there you go. And then just sort of. Yep. Blues. And then like that. Right, I'm going to redo that bit because that bit's actually looking completely wrong to me. So, sort of like that more. So it follows the knee. There we go. And then get the small rubber and just sort of clean up that line work there. Because it goes into that line, but you kind of hint at it and not. And then just sort of, there we go. So as we see, the measurements from that to Lee. Yeah, just about the same. But the foreshortening's there. So overall, I will probably guess the rule of thumb is like the character sort of bending downwards. So that's the rule of thumb in my opinion. James, when did you decide to make your own manga? When You're not gonna believe it. So I'm 30 now. So I decided to create Vamp the Lost Soul when I was 13. And I worked on it till I was about... It's about roughly 5 years. 5 years ago. I released the first volume in October Comic Con. MCM in London. Then I released volume 2 a year later. And then 2 years later, I released volume 3 because I spent a year out touring and sort of trying to get out there. And also working on my art style because I felt like I needed to. Yep. And it is going to be a long-running series, so it's not just going to be a few volumes. And my dream is to sort of get out there, essentially, with the best, with my work. And obviously, you guys have been absolutely awesome supporting me so far, so thank you for that. And also on top of that, yeah. So that's why, like, I asked, like, Andrew, when you've been getting people in, like, I've been really appreciative of it. Because then the more people that come to the stream, then the more people will be exposed to the corruption of VGLS. To put it politely about myself. And then, hopefully they'll grow a fan base. So, right, let's see. Haha, corruption, yes. So, I wanted to say that. Thank you for all your support thus far. It has been, it has meant the world to me. So, just want to know your efforts to support me are really appreciated. And obviously my mate Joe, who's been supporting me for a while, really appreciates it as well. Yeah. So, like I say, so when I say go recruitment spree, and you do, I do actually really appreciate it so much. So, right. Let's do the studying my way. So the shortening, even though the bits are equal. So remember, if we're going to do it like this, and then the calf's there. So like so, and then just sort of. And then just do it like sort of like my style. And then we can work on it from there. There we go. But yeah, so if you can get more people into stream, sorry to ask us if you get... That'd be fantastic. Because once I hit affiliate, we'll go back to normal weekly streams. And obviously, I can then start working on emotes in the background while working in the books. Or maybe work on emotes 1 week just to say thank you to guys, like an emote stream. But yeah, thank you, mate. Sorry, my throat's absolutely sore right now. I absolutely apologise. Okay, so the sketch is pretty much done. Now I've just got to work on what I've learned. Which is do that, and then... Because obviously my characters' legs aren't as muscly unless they're purposely muscly. But obviously we've got a knee here. So what I've learned is the leg is obviously a lot thicker actually. I think that's why it's a lot more muscly. So obviously you're going down. So we need to make sure I do that when... And then just sort of... And then just do the feet there. Now, how am I going to do toes? Because obviously we want to do like sort of... One, two, three, four, and then the last toe. Yeah, so if we're doing it like that, and then you got that, so the nails should be literally here. Sort of like that. Yeah, there you go. So now we got like that. We can put in the muscles I want to put in. Sort of like that, and then just symbolize it to my style, obviously. And then just sort of flatten that knee. like that. And then just sort of... And then if we do it like gym shorts as well, then obviously that's where the butt is. And obviously like... So if we do like a kneeling sort of... Yeah. But we just sort of do an outline sketch like that. So you can tell, like, if I was going to do a pose like that, that's how I would imagine it. No emotes for you. Yes, we need to make emotes so fans can use them. But how are you, Manga Cetra, by the way? I'm doing more studies. What's this? Oh, dear. I did it on the wrong layer again. Okay. Edit. Cut. Edit. Paste. There we go. And then we merge. There we go. There we go. Now we've done it. Hello, Manga. How you been, by the way, bud? Now we're going to move this back down. Okay. Now ink. Now we can draw over this. Right, let's have a draw then. There we go. And then just do that. Yeah, because if the one looks... Yeah. Alright, I got where it's coming from now. And then if we... And then we will make it a little bit bigger. Because if we're going to do line work, we need to make it a little bit thicker. And then just sort of... There we go. How you doing, Manga, by the way? I'm not sure if he's... Is he answering or is he... There we go. There we go. And there's sort of... Yeah, I think I've just done something a little bit off. If we... Forward. There we go. And then... Yeah, and then just sort of... And then just sort of do the toes. Edit, undo. You're okay. What are you up to, by the way? Don't mind me asking, Manga, etc. And then just sort of... And then just sort of... Big toe. I was just wondering what Manga said. Anyways, Andrew, what are you up to as well right now? Forgot to ask you as well. Naughty mate. I'm actually quite happy with the way that leg's going. So... And then just sort of... And then obviously the shadow goes where under the toe is again. And then... And actually, if the light's coming from front of that, where the toes are, then what we need to do is sort of... But make sure the shadow's like there, so they know... Sort of like that, and then... Yeah, I think we've done it, laid it a little too thick. And then sort of... And then just... because the light's hitting sort of like there. But we need to make sure it knows it's sort of... there we go. And then just sort of get the ankle shadow there. So just look at the ankle shadow a little bit. They just sort of get that shadow in the leg in like so. And then just use the rubber to sort of... that's it. Just to get that sort of hint of muscles going and stuff like that. Hope you're enjoying this so far, guys. Remember, I do have other social media and I have a contest running at the moment. All the links are down below. But if you want me to bring it up straight away, I have got little commands to put. So just let me know when you want them and I'll let you know. I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have Twitter. I have a bit of everything for everyone. I know, it sounds kinky, doesn't it? And too good to be true, but I do. I have most social media, including Mixer and YouTube as well. So feel free to obviously look me up and give me a follow on all my social media if you want to keep in contact with the new VTLS news or whenever I'm live. And then just sort of like that. And then just sort of actually, we're going to try and actually buff up this if we do it like that and then just sort of find out where the butt is and then obviously like that and then yeah, we're not going to do that because we obviously haven't done the kneeling perspective yet, so we'll just study what we can see because otherwise I'm just going to add stuff and then ruin it. And that's not a point of the study. There we go. I can have little things here and there like clothing just to understand how the clothing bends as well. But other than that, I think I should really restrict myself. So, right. That really doesn't... Okay, so I think now we're going to move on to feet. And luckily, we've got 1 foot perspective right here. So we are going to, yet again, break it down to literal shapes. So we got this here where you got like a nice little U shape before the knee. And then you got another U shape here where the knee actually is. And let's see, got another one going here. So like almost like armor. And then you got like this C-shape sort of thing going on here. And then just sort of break it down into several pieces. That's what we want to do to understand what it looks like here. And obviously you got like the toe here. So this is like a leg perspective from looking down. So this is like I say, this is why it's so important to study things like this. So obviously you got to do that. And then what we can do now is try to imitate the shapes first. And then after I imitate the shapes and then break it down more. Well, not break it down, but sort of develop it into the leg that we see in the sketch. By actually looking at, paying attention at the line work, where the shadows go, stuff like that. And then we'll do our own version of it. This is why it is so important, guys, to study. Because this is something I needed to work on as well. So hopefully this will be helpful to you wonderful people in some way or the other. And then obviously like that. And then Like I say, this will be a short stream today, so... And hopefully... I think lightning poofed. We got a poof of lightning. It went poof. And there was no more lightning. Let's have a look. Have any of you joined in this, by the way, yet? Andrew, have you joined in on this? Actually, let's put the... Oh, yeah, cancel. No. Don't want to do that. Post your art here. Let's have a look. Oh, nice, Manga Star. Sorry, I just noticed some of his artwork. Well done. And we don't want to post it there. So we have no other art at the moment. Sorry, I just noticed Manga Star's artwork is quite nice. Is Ashton here, by the way? I'm not sure who's the second one who's watching so far. Trying to figure out who it is. I'm just chilling with her hat because I have a food coma. Ah. And then, okay, so if we actually break this down into shapes, just to be honest, by the looks of this study, the toes look a bit wrong to me. I don't know why, but they do for some reason. So now I've broke it down into shapes. What I can easily do now is actually look at it properly and then actually turn it into an actual leg. So first off, that line is a little bit more further out, and then we can get rid of this, and then we just get rid of bits tiny piece by tiny piece, and then like break down the breakdown into something that's actually gonna look like a leg. And yes, I will be releasing this video on YouTube as well, because I think, you know, it'd be nice, something people can learn from in a nice slow and steady pace. So, and as you can see, so it starts like sort of like a U shape on its own there, and then it goes up to some certain point like that, and then it's got its own muscle sort of sticking out there. Alright, we'll break it down and then just sort of... There we go. Have you gotten up to any new art lately, Andrew, since you've been partying? I'm guessing your next art piece is something to do with food coma. I'm assuming. Right, let's put that line further down. Just notice that. Yeah, Nightbot Savage. It's been a bit of a douche right now, so I'm going to have to relook at that. But at least I know some of the commands are working now. Just need to work on the rest. Naughty little Nightbot. I might have to ask other people for advice, I think. And then just sort of... We got to curve that out a bit more by the looks of it. Yeah. Because if you actually look at it, the overall shape, there's a second shape I didn't see, which is like that. So I can actually break it down, then take away that, and then you should have an accurate line. So as long as I got that line up there, and then just sort of up from the knee, then just use the rubber to break it down again. Hey! Finally, Nightbot's actually showing my books. Alright, we just have to... Now we're going to have to look at this line. So as you can see, as it curves in, it actually does that. And then we can actually rub this bit out. And actually clean it up a bit. And then just do it straight down from the top point of that. Break down this shape. And then just sort of... See, this is what I mean. This is what studying all about. It's about breaking it down, then breaking the shapes down, and then constructing it into a drawing. Yeah, I tried drawing my mum today for her birthday, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to try again tomorrow. That's fair enough. Maybe do some, what are you having a problem with, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Ah, the DA command's not coming up. Alright. At least we know what command it is. Yeah, my problem that it doesn't. Haha, fair enough. So there's no specific problem then. And then obviously it goes up like that and then... And then the other foot, we need to rub that out. And then what we'll do is we'll break this line work down. And this ankle work down. Because obviously it only goes up to so much. There we go. I'm drawing, but it doesn't really look like her, which is what I want to try again. Yeah, I have to admit, when you draw people from life, it sometimes either comes out really good, or you're just like really not happy with it, and you got to like work on it again. So yeah, don't worry. I kind of understand the frustration behind that. And they just sort of... There we go. This is quite a realistic foot, actually, come to look at it. And then just sort of... And then just sort of... There we go. So, as you can see here, we now got our feet. So... And then what we do is we get the... There we go. And then break that down into the second toe. So this is obviously someone's sketch, but I could kind of roughly make out what they were trying to draw. And then just sort of... And then... And then just sort of... Because I'm going to correct that, because I know that this is wrong. Because how toe's supposed to work is sort of what you're seeing now from my foot. Like, even though mine might be a little wrong as well. Like, I know for a fact that looks wrong. And that has a tiny little up gap. So that foot is wrong. In every respect of the word. Yeah, no, it's not horrible. I'm not saying that's horrible. But like when you look at it, you actually see, oh, that's wrong. And this is also an important part of study. So when you're studying someone else's sketches, you need to know, like, also when something's wrong. So when you're studying it, you could do your own corrections, like these toes, for example. But no, it's not horrible. It's a really good sketch, don't get me wrong. Or it could be just someone's foot is actually like that. I'll be worried for if they are, but... And then just sort of... Yeah. No, it's not horrible. It's... Like I say, it's just sometimes it's a good skill to learn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really great here. And then when it hits this, the toes, it looks like someone got a hammer to the toes, which is like... Pretty much. Which is fair enough. If it is like that, then... It's a perfect study, but sadly, like, when you study, you need to be very critical of yourself and obviously what you're looking at. So... There we go. Right, now, my style. So, as you can see, we're going to do the U shape. And then that for the knee. So we know where the knee is. And then sort of. And then look where the ankle is. And then do a shoe shape. So you know where the foot's going. And just. So now we know where the knee is. And now we can actually draw it. Like how I would. And then just sort of. And then just sort of get that line work clear. And then. So if we do it like that and then. And then obviously, because the calf goes up somewhat. So in my opinion, if I were going to do it in my style, I would go, instead of going that big curve, I'll go in just a little bit and then curve it so you can see the calf sort of sticking out. That's what I would do personally. I wonder if anyone else is online today. Oh, I keep doing this. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to do that and see if there's any friends that we can actually get joining us. Like friends I know will jump on and watch and support. I don't know, get Ruth to join us. There we go. Just recruit a couple of friends, see if they can come in and watch. Now, let's get the ankle. But anyways, Andrew, so did you just eat sushi yesterday, or did you have like more than that? Just wondering. Right, again, we are going to go for barefoot, because to be honest, I need to start learning to draw bare feet now. So that's something I do need to concentrate on as an artist. So if we do that, and then yeah, I had some Japanese dishes and stuff. So what's udon? To be honest, I'm not familiar with certain Japanese dishes, so explain to my arrogant self that's what it is, or my arrogant butt self, like that, and then let's see. And then just a bigger toe, smaller toe, little bit smaller toe, tiny toe. See, now, to me, that's what it should look like. Like, if you're looking at that perspective, there's also something I've actually spotted with this drawing as well. Even though this bit's good, the ankle's, like, in the wrong angle. So it is a good study. Unless it is like that, I want to actually have a photo of someone's leg like this, see if I'm actually right. Thick rice noodles. Does it have like any flavour to it with it, or do you like sort of have to add things yourself? Sort of like that, and then so we know where like sort of like the muscle lines are. I think we're not going to do a trouser line again. We're going to do something like with shorts. So if someone's wearing shorts, it'd be more, I think, like something along these lines, sort of like that, almost. Bit too high up, isn't it? I think if it was like that, I think it'd be a little bit more lower, like this. Sort of like that almost, I think. Could you ever have udon soup? But I had stir-fry udon. Oh, fair enough. Cool. Learned something new today. Oh, I know who to get to come. Oh no, that's Stephen Hall. I thought it was the other Stephen. Oh well. Worth a shot. See if Joe wants to come on today, actually. See if we can get someone on. Darian. Come join me. Scott, come join me, you lovely bastards. I choose all of you to come join me and become the heart of our tea cult. There we go. Let's see you lovely bastards join me. And why is my restream chat not up? It's because I closed it, didn't I? Like a numped. Lucky me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think my studies actually... Do you know what? Weirdly, I like my own study better, but I don't know if I got it right. Joe might tell me if I got it right or wrong. But to be honest, to me, some of this looks wrong for some reason. Except for that, those two bits are fine, but it's where that foot is, I think, went a bit pitong, according to my study. Yeah, old Joe draws, and he's really good. A lot better than me, actually, to be honest with you. Like, he, I'll get him to show him his work one time. He keeps being, like, down on himself about it. It's like, dude, you are actually that good. You are better than me. But he can't, apparently he can't draw guys, though, according to him. I think his artwork is around on Discord, but it's, like, way back sort of thing. Sorry. And then... To be honest, actually, if it's like that from that angle, then that ankle wouldn't be actually showing. Really? It'd just be... I've lumped it. There we go. Don't lump it. And then just sort of... And then you just do... Edit, undo. Come on, James. And then what we do is we'd start doing the toes. Sort of like that. Yeah, there you go. And then... like that, and then yeah, there we go. And obviously I'm going to take some muscle lines here and there, sort of like that. There we go. That looks pretty fine, doesn't it? Hello there, new person. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Alright, and then we'll pick up the shade. And what we're going to do is angle the light this way, methinks. And by the way, guys, feel free to share my stream around. And remember, I do have other social medias. I have a Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Mixer. I will memorize them all one day, I swear. And also, I do sell my own books online, if you're interested, if you are new. So, obviously, we're going to do some sort of light studies as well. To be honest, I know I'm pretty alright with lighting, but it's just the practice could be... I could use with the practice, to be honest, just so I can make sure my brain's doing it right. And then, obviously, get the light like so. And then... make sure that knee light is like that. So obviously, because it's bending forward, you need a bit of shadow there. That's right. Love this song. Right, if we just clean it up a bit. There we go. And then... there we go. So to be honest, I think we need a bit more shadow under here. And then just get that to slide down a bit more. Just so it's got a bit more of a shadow on that calf. And then just sort of flatten that line. Because we want it to match that line there. Just so it looks like it actually is sort of bending in. And then just sort of, the shadow should be really thick around this area as well. There we go. And if you want to join in on this study, guys, I do have a Discord as well, if you want to join the community. And I've got the template. Hello, by the way, Cara Art Journey. How you been, lovely? Why did I say lovely? Sorry, I assumed that was my bad. But yeah, how you been, Carla? Oh, hi, Kenichi. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing I'm just doing adding to the study today. Yes, I'm doing very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And I can stay for a bit. Yes. That means you won't. Hey, and we got Andrew. He's part of the T cult. I'm sorry, Kenichi. And it's okay. Thank you. She's cool too, guys. Seriously. I've stolen Andrew now. He's part of my T cult. I mean, T club. Golf club. Yeah, no cult going on here. Not about tea. It's cool. I respect the T cult. Yes! We shall convert you to one of our members. One of us. We're going to convert you all to a membership. It's a lifetime membership. Don't worry, we don't ask for sacrifices. Just only you bring me 1 cup of tea per day. And everything will be good in the world. We're not like any other cult. We don't do all that, like sacrificing death stuff. No. It's just a waste. I mean, that's less people to drink tea. I mean, how tragic is that? It is tragic, you know. We need more people in the world to know the wonderful thing that is tea, and the heresy that is coffee, and spread the Lord of our Lord and Savior Yorkshire tea. Yeah, we sacrifice. Shh, that's our. Shh, don't tell him that. Shh, no, you don't tell him that. That's like our secret. Like when they build up the ranks, you spreaded our secret now. How could you? You're spoiling our secrets now, Andrew. Stop it. It's like to have like secret Tourette's or something. You know, you just splitting out all our cult secrets. How do you think we make such excellent tea? Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. So we're going to do a little bit of shadows here. But yeah, if you want to join in on the study, like I say, feel free to jump into the VTS Discord. I have actually got a blank template for you guys to use, and that with all the studies for you to use, and then show your progress. And what we're studying is for shortening, so we're not going to study every single leg. It's more anything that does require for shortening, so we can actually understand how anatomy wise feet work, and also spotting mistakes and correcting them if we have to. Like that was that looked a bit too weird for me. But then again, I could be wrong, and I could be in for a telling off. So, or telling myself off, one of the two. What are you up to, by the way, Kenichi and Carol? I'm gonna try and at least pronounce that name at least right. Carla, Keller. Right, I think I got it right. Keller. What are you drawing anything right now? And like I say, I do have other social media, so feel free to jump on them as well. I am trying to make it to affiliate, so I can make emoticons for you guys and the point system and all that. So, you know, I'm doing some invoicing and commissions. Chill day for me. Hell yeah. Everyone likes a chill day. We all like chill days. So there we go. And it just sort of... There we go. Kira. Right, Kira. I will try to remember that from now on. Kira. You watch. I'll play 5 minutes to get minutes later. I'll be like, eh? But like my dog Bella, as much as I love her, she's special just like me. Oh, you just woke up. Fair game. You planning on anything fun today, Kira? Yes! I remembered. Kira. Sorry, I'm going to make sure I remember this. I'll say that, and then the next stream you watch, I'll be like, eh. 5 minutes. Yeah. Kira, I've remembered that. Yeah. That'd be, yeah. Andrew, that's me in a nutshell. About to shower. Fair enough. Make sure you keep yourself clean and healthy, people. Get in the shower. And you do not shower with water. Yeah. Me in a nutshell. Anyways, right. The next leg study. So I think what we're going to study next is this. This is definitely important. This is a pose I always keep messing up as well. Dots. Put dots all over the place. There we go. Study done. No. We don't want blood effects. No. Shh. No, James. Calm. Breathe, boy. Thank you for 100 talk. Yes, we got 100 people talking. Thank you very much. Oh, we webtoon. Oh, fair enough. Oh, you got a webtoon comic. Oh, that's cool. What's it called, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. I don't think Konichi has a comic, do you, if I remember correctly? Right, let's break this down to shapes first. And not into shapes my mind's mindlessly making. Not yet, no. I know you... Because I've been on so many streams, I can't remember who's making what. But what's it called, Kira? See, I'm remembering. Somehow my brain's functioning for once. So if we break this down into basic shapes first, so we can actually understand how the structure works. Luckily for this sketch, it's actually easier to kind of define the shapes. So... There we go. Ream. Shadow work. Me and my partner working. Oh! Joe what? I recognise that name somewhere. How long you been working on it, Kira, if you don't mind me asking? Because I don't know why, but that name is... it's churning in my head. I was like, I do recognise that name before, somewhere. So if we break this down into other shapes as well, we've got that going on, and then there we go. Yeah, because I haven't read it, but I have seen the name chucked around. I think it might have been on Facebook just a month. Let's have a look. Weirdly enough, I recognise your art style. What Facebook groups are you on, Kira? If you don't mind me asking. Yes, I am of age. How rude is asking for my age. You're on... Yeah, what Facebook groups are you on? Because I have got a feeling I have seen your work somewhere. You might have seen mine, actually, funnily enough. I've just got this gut feeling that I have. Right, yes, can I read it? I'm gonna have to click on it again. You naughty thing, you. Yeah, I do recognise this. So I think I've seen some of these pages on some manga groups. It's weird. I think I've actually seen your work somewhere before. Oh, God. Now that's going to bother me. What group are you in? Is it Monkers Masters Unite? Or is it anime artists? Right, well, we broke down the shapes. We could do an actual study. So, let's do a study, people. And then just sort of... And then just sort of... And then... I'm actually quite curious of what group you're from, because I think I might know who... I think I might know which group you're from. Sorry to sound freaky, I am Vamp the Lost Soul, by the way, or James Raven, so... if you... That's what I mean, you might recognise me as well, so... That's why I said you might know me. Trust me, if I... And then just sort of... I thought my recent drawing would have done better than normal, but on Insta, but I guess not. It didn't do too bad though. Yeah, Insta is a very like Facebook. It's a very fickle thing. Like sometimes you make a really great drawing and you get massive success, and then someone puts a meme up and then they do better than you. You're just like, ah. Yes! Now I know who you are. Right. That's why I recognised it so badly. See, even though I don't go on there much, I do actually look. So, yeah. Well, welcome to the stream, by the way. Now, as for the toes on this study, I'm going to have an actual proper look at these toes. So according to this, it's sort of like a... like that, and then... I think I didn't get that shape done properly, so it's like almost like a U shape there. So it's separated that toe. And then... yeah, and then that smaller toe's there. So the last toe should be somewhere around there. Yeah, that somewhat makes sense. But I will fix that up, because something about that study is sort of ringing alarm bells in my head. Thinking, going, that's not quite right. But I don't know why. I might be in the mood to do a mad recruitment at the moment. So, there we go. There we go. I'm going to lurk. Enjoy your studying. Thank you. I will do. And thank you for coming by to support me, by the way, Kira. I do really, really appreciate it, so thank you. Thank you very much. Feel free to share it with your friends. And remember, I do have other social media, guys. I have YouTube, I have Mixer, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and DA. Everything's under Vamp Lost Soul. But on DA, make sure you replace the T with the lost with an R. Because I think that's when I was 13, my dyslexic brain didn't type lost properly, and I put an R instead for some reason. Because I'm a special little monkey like that. Enjoy your lurk, Kira. Yes, enjoy your lurks. So you're doing commissions. And what kind of commissions you're doing, Kenichi, by the way? See you later. Yes, definitely see you later. And if you decide to surface to speak again and be a part of this tea cult, we will accept you with open arms, as long as you don't drink the filth that is coffee, because coffee is heresy, and we know what we do with heresy, people. So right, let's rub out these bits now and just sort of fix up some line work, because obviously with this study there's some bits that still got a bit petong here, I've noticed. Sort of. Hold on, we need to rub this out first before I actually fix up the study. Oh, some sub icons. That's cool. Is it the same one? Is it the beef bear? Beefcake bear? Beefy. We call it. I'll call him Beefy. He's Beefy the Beefcake bear. Beefcake. Everyone likes a bit of beefcake. Yes, the beef bear, the beefcake bear. Beefcake. Everyone like a bit of beefcake every now and again. Beefcake bear. Oh yeah, kids, my name's Beefcake Bear. That's it, I'm giving your bear a voice now. You better tell him I've given him a voice. I'm Beefcake Bear. I like to pull weights and rip muscle. And I eat my protein shake, kiddies. Want to get big and muscly like Beefcake Bear? Don't forget to have your protein. Oh, God. I do that way too well. Anyways, I'm scared. Oh, gosh. I even frighten myself sometimes. Can you just probably look at me like that, like, okay, I'm out of the stream now. Sorry. I don't take myself seriously, by the way, guys. If you haven't noticed till now. So if we just sort of, and then fix that ankle up. Obviously, we could tell that it goes like that, and then you got the heel of the foot, and it goes like so. From what this study's telling me, I'm gonna actually quite focus on this bit because obviously a lot of sketchy lines are down here, and I want to make sure I'm looking at it right. So obviously you got this line work that goes all the way down, and then we can rub out that line. I think I made the foot a little too big, and I made those toes pointed up a little too much. I think that's what I've done here. But yeah, I think I've scared Konichi off the stream. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Come back, please. But no, I'm good. I thought I scared you off with my beefcake bear voice there. Well, to be honest, I do use that for, because obviously me and my mates play Cards Against Humanity. I made a custom card. I'm not sure if people remember the meme, Pedo Bear. I use that for his voice as well. So, obviously I won't say the memes because they are a bit too dark for the stream, and I'd rather not. But yeah. Jesus. Do you know what? I would love to one day do Cards Against Humanity on stream. But I would have to like put like a warning notice up saying, warning, people could get easily offended if you do not watch this stream. I might have to like put a warning up just to, Joe, we're going to break down that foot completely because I have a feeling I did actually cock that up a bit. No, I'm good. That's good. Anyways, what kind of emotes you working on before I went into that whole business with the bear? So if I actually break it down, it's about like sort of about here, I would say roughly where the foot's going. From what I've studied so far, and obviously that's the ankle, so that's got to go down like that. And then if I just use the rubber again, just to thin out that line work a little bit. Just so I can actually see where it is. And obviously that's the back of the foot. Like so. See the toes again. Like that one looks pretty good. But the other two toes I'm not too sure about. But yeah, I'm going to have to... Yeah. I don't know. My brain's ringing alarm bells again. It's like, this is wrong. And I can't... My brain can't figure out why. See, this is the point of studying, is sometimes you just see things wrong with the other study and then just like, right, I need to correct this. My brain needs to correct. But to be honest, because you're seeing it from above, it could be my brain's not used to seeing their toes from that angle. That to me, it is an odd angle for me. And this is why I need to learn foreshortening badly. So if we look at the top of the toes, it actually shouldn't be too far off. Yeah, that's why, because my toe's too big. I made a huge toe. That is not a good idea. Don't make big toes, Jim. Know what they say about people about big toes. They're clinically insane and probably like me. Anyways, all jokes aside. They're probably mental like me. Has anyone watched because Andrew, I'm not sure because I did recommend Netflix Vicar of Dibley. Have you watched that yet? It's so good. And I've just managed to finally watch the last episode that my mate was telling me about, and I cracked, I'll tell you. Aha! I don't... Oh, you don't have Netflix? Why don't you have Netflix? I'm offended. No, I'm joking. I am triggered. Joking. Don't worry. I'm actually joking. Right. I might have to... I might have to get someone from another culture to gift you with the magical magic of Netflix. The magical magic. So, right. If we could actually hit that curve, is actually line it up with the last... Yeah, I see where I went wrong. Yeah, I see where I'm going wrong now. And that line starts between here. And then the calf is bulking out, like, literally. Yeah, now I see where I'm gone wrong. I've seen the error of my ways, people. That sounded a bit too religious overtones. I've seen the error of my ways, people. Please forgive me. I've seen the stupidity and the arrogance I have made. There we go. Now, I think the sketch is just about complete. Just need to sketch out all the line work that I can see he's done. So, sort of... like that, and then obviously... and then you got some line work going like so. There we go. I think we're good now. So if I break down that shape, we should easily... yeah. Something's off about my foot here as well. There's a... yeah, that's why, because the line work's not matching up. So if we do that, and then... aha! Yeah, I see where I went wrong. So it's right up to a certain point. But if I just clean up that... see, this is what happens. You don't end up telling yourself up a lot. It's like, I'm a very naughty person. There we go. Now it starts to look more wrong. Why are you looking more wrong? Okay, so if we... ah, I see. Because I put the up bit a bit too soon. Okay, I think we got that right. I think I have. I think that muscle's a bit too bulked out, though. I don't think anyone's calf is that bulky. Unless you want to show me a picture of it and go, no, James, there is a bulkier leg than that in real life. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks right. Yes, that does look right. So I'm just like, does it look automatically correct? I think it does. I don't know why I did that. Such a dip. It's just the DA command's not working. That's good to know. Okay. And then if we do like a peach shape, which I do like 2 circles. Like that. And then do like, say, do my version of it. So normally I have a knee, but since we don't have a clear knee, I'm going to have to... like so. I don't know, where is the... yeah. So we need to make sure we got like a back angle line. And then do my style version of it. And then just sort of... Okay. Yeah, because otherwise if I do it that way, that foot's going to look broken as hell. So the right way to do it is sort of like that. And then just imagine how the shoe works, basically. So if it was a shoe, it'd be like that. Almost. Except for, obviously, that, and then... So it'd be like... So. Because you got to imagine the tongue is sort of like... If you did a tongue of the shoe, you got to kind of imagine that's where the tongue would go, like, sort of... And then for shorten that bit of the shoe... I'm actually, like, roughly working out where the foot is by doing that. And then just sort of... So I am doing a smaller version as well by the looks of it. Well, it's roughly the same height, actually. Proportionate-wise, it's actually pretty much the same. And then just sort of... Yeah. Okay. So, actually... There we go. Right, now we could sketch out the leg. And again, we're going to do it barefoot. And act... Do you know what? This time, we've done enough bare feet. Or do we do bare feet? Study with the bare feet. Because that's... The whole point of this is to learn. And actually take out the shoe. And then we can actually... be dehumanized. And then do where the toes are. And then obviously... And then... Like I say, we do my version of it, obviously. And then just... Yep, okay, cool. And then we'll... God. Get some water in, mate. Right. If we can just use a line there just to indicate. Now we can ink it. And then what we can do is have like sort of like trouser thing there. Just get a little clothing thing going. Because why not? And then edit, undo. And then there we go. Okay, James, I've got to go to bed, so I go ahead off. Alright, mate, you have a good one, yeah? I will have a fun stream, thank you very much, and you too. Alright, thank you very much, Andrew. And by the way, guys, just a quick reminder, I do have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Mixer. So, and also I do have my own books on Amazon. Nightbot does actually show it up every now and again. So if you want to give me a chance, feel free to. And thank you for your support if you do. So, and I also have a Patreon. All those links are down below. So thank you. We will keep going. Don't worry. I'm just giving you guys a heads up about my other stuff I do have. Just to let you guys know. There we go. Now we need to make sure that toe is... It's a little bit out of proportion, actually. I just realised that's a little too big. Let's try it. There we go. And then the bigger toe. Well, it depends how the shape the toes are, really, actually, honestly. Have a good afternoon, mate. And then... And then just to make sure like the nails are where they are. To be honest, I really hate drawing feet, and I feel a lot of artists do. But you can't exactly, like, in my honest opinion, you can't exactly shy away from it, can you? Like, one day we have to face up for toes, especially if you want to do certain scenes in your stories, so which might involve the characters being barefoot. There we go. And then we go to the shading stage. Now, the shadow, I think we should make this time, is from... I think we're going to actually make it same side as that foot. So, do it like this. And then just sort of... There we go. And then just sort of fix it up a little bit. Just to sort of... There we go. Make it a little bit deeper. Because actually, if you're doing it from the back way... You know what? We might do something a little fun with this one. Might do like a few little waves. I don't know why, but I think it'd be really cool. Sort of like standing on the beach, sort of. And then just sort of... And then just sort of... And then just sort of fill that with the bucket. And then we're going to tidy up a little bit. By the way, guys, have you got anything really planned cool for this week or the weekend coming? Just wondering. And then just obviously we get the crease there. And then what we can do is do something here like a shadow here. So you could tell like sort of like the angle of the leg is there. There we go. So the light's still hitting where it should be, but at the same time, like, because you're looking at it from a certain angle, you're obviously going to get the shadow from the foot. So, which would be the cool way. Anyways, guys, if I have messed up this study anyway, please let me know, because obviously, because I'm trying to learn foreshortening and that, I need to make sure I get this right. So in future drawings, I can then go back to these references and go, right, that's what I need to do. Especially for my books. And then just sort of... like that, and then get a little shadow there. And obviously you got the... Oop. And then... obviously I'll normally shade in black and I'll leave some gaps here and there so you can see the detail work, but today we're just practicing it just so I can learn how it works and stuff like how it functions. I think adding clothing to it as well gives more of a learning experience as well. And obviously then when people look at this study, they could go, oh, it's really good, or yeah, this needs a little bit more work. Right, let's... there we go. That looks a lot better. So now we just use the rubber to sort of like, again, smooth it out. That should be a little bit less, especially around this ankle area. There we go. And same here. Obviously, because you got... there we go. Then... there we go. Sorry, I had to do that. It's just the way you look at something and go, do you know what, that would look really nice like that. And then just sort of... yeah. I like that study. Right, what other foot studies can we do that involves foreshortening? Just thinking. See, that I'll be fine with, so I'm not too worried about that. more stuff that actually really... Yeah, but that's just more see the foot going straight down. Ah, so the back bit actually sort of hits where the ankle is almost. Interesting. I might have to do a study of that one day. So just looking at like, study that. Might have to do that one day. Right, we're going to make this smaller. Because obviously this is quite a big sheet, so... Edit. Transform. Free transform. And what we do is we'll make us... Not free transform. God damn, it's Clip Studio. It won't do like the whole... There we go. Selection. Yes. Select. Deselect. There we go. Well, thank you for you guys coming so far and watching. You have been absolutely awesome, by the way. Tolerating me ramblings. So I want to give you guys much, much love. And thank you very much. Actually, we'll see on the chat, see everyone that has actually took up my offer on studying with me. Sometimes someone might post something and I haven't seen it. And what I might do by the end of it is move all the studies I've done. Sorry, it's minus. All the studies I've done and I might make them bigger. Just so you can see as well my homework on it as well. And what I've seen and stuff like that. But I will study that foot next. Because I think that's a more important pose to learn as well. Like this is definitely involving some foreshortening going on here. So... let's break it down into shapes first. So we've got this nice little sort of... almost like a short end shape going on here. And then the other shapes you got is sort of... there. And then... and then you got the ankles shapes as well. And then... and then just sort of break it down into simpler shapes so you can understand how the foot's working. And then like so, and then and obviously that toe's bending, so we need to make sure that shape is correct. And then we can study it. Like so. Do our own version of it. And then... right, let's just break down that sketch a little bit. And then get that triangle in. So like I say, now I'm breaking it down into shapes in myself. Because obviously that shape actually starts at the top like that. So then you break it down into more shapes as well. Just shapes you're not seeing. And then you got this shape here. Which is the top of the foot. Which is sort of like... sort of starts... hold on, something I'm missing here. Yeah, I thought so. Something was a bit odd there. I messed it up. There we go. Now I can actually fix up what's going on. And then just sort of... and then just sort of get that cleaned up. So you can actually see what I'm doing. And just sort of start up here. And then start where the beginning of this shape is. And it's a bit shorter. Sort of like that. And then Because then when you break down, to, like say, this is why it's so important to break things down into essential shapes, especially if you don't see it yet. So it can act like the framework for your actual foot that you're working on. And actually see where the lines start and end. So sort of like that should be further up. That should be closer in. And just sort of clean them up as you go as well. Sort of like that. And then actually see what you're doing. Sort of like that, really. And then... So as you can see now everything's starting to look like a foot. Now you just have to fix up certain bits like this. Anyways, everyone, how are you all doing, by the way? I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. And a quick reminder, like I was saying, because people keep recommending me to say it's during the stream, not at the end, is I do have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, DeviantArt, Mixer, YouTube. There we go. I got there at the end. So feel free to check them out if you want to, obviously. And then just sort of, and then just sort of fix it up there. And same here, just do that, and then we can rub out that all that line work shapes I broke it down to, and then I'll start drawing what I actually see to get a stronger understanding of what I'm drawing. So first off, we've already made one goof, and we're going to turn the music up because that's a little too quiet for you guys, isn't it? Let's bump it up by a couple percentage. There we go. Bit better. And we'll close that down. There we go. This is a lot of a simpler sketch actually compared to most of them he's done here. Whoever this person did these bunch of studies. And we know that's carving out a little bit, so. And then just in and out. And then obviously we use the rubber, get smaller. Like that's what she said. And then just sort of build it out as we work on it. Like so. And then just sort of start building the foot out as we work. And then just sort of... And then, like I say, and then do another one of my style. Just so I can actually get used to drawing it in my style instead of drawing it in this style. And then just obviously fix up this bit here. Because obviously, as you can see, I've already goofed. And just sort of fix up that line work. And it actually, the line goes above the ankle, like so. And then just sort of fix it up as we go, so we get the line work perfect. Or the sketch work, I should say, really. Just sort of make sure those line works actually get in quite nicely. There we go. And then just having a look. And then just sort of like that, and then just make sure we go up to that ankle. And then just sort of get that. And then get the rubber. And then it's time to sort of absolutely just go nuts on the... This is why you should be practicing drawing feet as well. As much as they complicate bloody things, it's actually well worth studying. And then just clean up that gap. So as you can see, we can see where we mucked up already. And then just sort of... There we go. And then rub that out. I know it looks like it's for nothing, but it isn't. It's just literally breaking it down and then learning from it. It's what I'm doing. So it is well worth doing it, trust me. Because once you break it down, then you learn how to sort of draw it properly. So once you know like the basic components in your head, you start then structuring it a little bit and then editing it to the point where you're satisfied with it, basically. Like so. And remember, the toes start there, so that little one is fine. But the next two, we need to make sure, like that, and then they just sort of like that, and then get the rubber gone like that again. And they just sort of like that, and then get the rubber, and then just sort out all the other line work, and then you got your foot now, and then just sort of just make sure you get everything else sort of see where all the other lines are, just so you can sort of like again study how the structure of the leg works, sort of like that. Now I get to do my version of it. So first off, I think we're going to do this again. And then put 2 peaches in. Make a peach out of it, like a bum. Yes, I said bum. And then obviously we'll do that. Just make a sort of... Yeah. We will fix that up. Because I think that's a little too... Yeah, there we go. And then just sort of make sure, and then just rub that out and just get the line work a bit more cleaner. Just break it down into shapes for this one. Like that. And then just sort of clean that up a bit. Oh, edit undo. You did not see that. Okay, cool. And then just sort of draw up what I want to do. So first off, and then just sort of rub that out. Get the ankle. Sort of like that. And then just sort of... Ah! I think I am learning finally. And then just sort of... Yep, there we go. Just need to do that little sketch just to... And then just sort of... And then just sort of... There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that so far. Alright, now we can draw how the foot works. So remember, this is the foot. So, and then obviously anti-shoe it. And they just sort of like that, and then right. So look at the foot, and then obviously and then I don't know, is it pointing? Yeah, it's sort of on the ground, so we need to make sure it's sort of that sort of shape. So if we're doing it like sock shape, we'll do it like that, and then just do that. And let the one toe out like that. Well, to be honest, no. If normally when you bend your toes sort of follow. So I've got to sort of follow that example. And then just sort of do that. And sort of the toe that really doesn't really follow. Like kind of does. So sort of like that. And it just... Look at those little toeses. Oh crap, it's nearly 4 o'clock now. Right. We'll do the ink layer. We might have time for one more little study, I think. To be honest, that's got more better studies, but the only study I probably would look for that is something. Yeah. Alright, anyways. Again. It just sort of. And then just sort of bendy toes. And then just do like sort of, yeah, there we go. And then just sort of, yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. And then we do that. Yeah, we did the same for that, haven't we? Yeah, so I keep forgetting to do like the streamlines, or the stitch lines I should call them. I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. Because it's my version, I want to do... And then... Yeah, like that. And then... So if we're going to understand this, then we want to put some clothing here so we can actually gain an understanding of it. Or like that. But to be honest, that's not looks like it's bending. So if we're going to do this with sandals, we've got to make sure we understand it as a sort of like that. And then just go down like that, I think. Yeah, and then I think we're going to rub this out here. Because where it's up to is fine. But it doesn't look like it's... It's not same thickness or consistency, is it? Oh, edit, undo. Right, let's try this again. And then just sort of... Right. We're going to do this simple first. We are going to do the bottom bit where the foot goes on. Just so we can actually understand how the sandal goes. And then just sort of... Yeah! Alright, cool. Just so I can get the shadow right. There we go. That finally looks a lot better. And then just sort of... And then just sort of get the... There we go. Make it a bit bigger. And just sort of... Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that's pretty fine. And now, the shade stage. Now this time, I think we're going to do it from this side here. So sort of like... Sort of like that, I would say. And then again. And then again, we'll use the rubber to sort of de-escalate the shading. And again, to sort of... There we go. And sort of... There we go. And then just sort of get that down a bit more. Get the shadow sort of nice and balanced sort of thing. Whatever the word I'm trying to think of. I've forgotten the word. Whoops. Go up. Yeah, and then sort of... Yeah, there we go. Make it sort of like a thinner light. And then just sort of... And then just sort of... There we go. That looks nice. And then... there we go. Yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. Kenichi, you still around, love, by the way? Just wondering. There we go. Yeah, got shadow there, and then sort of. Yep, okay, cool. I think we're happy with that. What time is it? Oh, might have to stop here today. I didn't realise, like, these 4 studies actually... like that. There we go. There we go. And then just sort of get a... there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So, the studies we've done today, it's that leg, this and this and this. Do you know what? I'm going to need to really make some time for my book now. So, I wanted to say to you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. You guys that have come to my streams lately have been so amazing. So, we're going to raid somebody. And who we going to raid? That is going to be the real question. So, we'll save all this and save it as a PNG first. When I think of who to raid, because I've got a bunch of names here. Because we want to raid different people. Who do we think deserves a raid? Show what? We are going to raid /ID. Oh no, I've got to do it on Twitch, haven't I? Not on. That's it. Good, it's got the command. Oh, not road. Raid. No. There we go. So we are going to raid. Oh god, a lot of people are online today. Show more. Who's doing... I think we are going to raid. You've got quite a lot of people. I know it's only 2 of us, but we are going to raid this one. K-I-R-I-T-Z. Why do some of you people have the most complicated username? Nah. And then... hopefully we... there we go. We are going to raid this person here. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please check out my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Mixer, VR as Vamp the Lost Soul. I shall see you all later. And remember, the truth more seems. Bye.